So I have another two here. We usually don't use this for bonsai. Right? This is not a bonsai too. But for Saikei, for this rock, I need this. It breaks very easily. Okay? If it's, let's say, too big, I want to break it into two. And I say I cannot design ahead of time too. When I hit on it, I don't know how it's going to break. You cannot predict. Okay? That's another fun part about working on these kind of materials too. Okay? So I brought many rocks. So with these, I suggest you put it by the bonsai so it gets moss on it, that makes it look better. Yeah, I bring different sizes because of usually in the middle or the main part of the Saikei, you want the bigger rock. And then for Saikei, you can do maybe just one group, or you can have two groups. One main one and one secondary one. Okay? And of course, in Saikei, you also keep the theory, the triangle theory. Okay? Like our regular tree, we always have the apex as the top of our triangle. For Saikei, group of trees, we keep the same theory. You want the main tree to be the tallest, okay? And usually it's not only the tallest, but the thickest trunk. Okay, for Saikei, okay, I learned from Eva Tucker, and she told me that you have to let the viewer see it and think that it's out in nature and the rocks were there first. And that's true. Rocks survive for millions of years, and not the trees. Trees, maybe they live for a few hundred years, and then they will die, and then new one come up. But the rocks, so she said that you have to create an illusion that when the viewer look at it and think that, wow, the rocks were there first. So, okay, for doing demo, we usually have to turn it back and forth. Okay. So first thing is you want to take them apart so that they will be like individual trees, so you can arrange them. Okay. With Saikei is the basic thing that a few basic things is, okay, rocks, and then odd numbers, and then when you put the trees, you don't want to put them in the same distance. Let's say the first three you have maybe 1 inch apart, less than 1 inch, and the other, maybe the fourth tree you want to put, maybe you want to put it like 3 inches, 4 inches apart. So they're all not in the same distance. Okay? And another thing is they shouldn't be lying up. Like if you look from the side, they shouldn't be like lying up like soldiers. They should be like some maybe a 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch out in front of the line or behind the line. Okay, you don't want everything on the straight line. So you have to look from the front and from the sides too. Okay, so I have, let's see, I have 6 here. So right now, I don't know how many I'm going to use, maybe 9 or 11. Okay, because I have these sizes. This size I have 6. So this will be my main tree. Another thing about Saikei is you don't have to really pay that much attention with, like, if you're a single tree, your first branch should be on either the left or the right. For Saikei, if it's a little bit off, it's okay, because you're not looking at individual trees. Another thing that we usually do is we use mark or clay for Saikei, but for this one I'm not going to.
Oh, this.
Okay, let me turn around real quick. Okay, so right now you probably see 5 already in here. And look at the spacing. I try to make, and you see that right now these 3 are kind of like over here. And then I have 5, I probably add at least 4, either 9 or 11. And for the branches on the top, when I finish arrange all that and add the soil, then I start to trim some of them. Because some of them is, in theory, they're like too long and going into the other groups. You want them kind of like join a little bit, but not going in too much. Now I'm checking the spacing of the trees. Make sure that they're all okay. Okay, now I have 10 in there. The idea of Saikei means this group of 3, they grow in the same area. Okay? If the main tree is straight, I'll get to you. If the main tree is straight, the rest should be straight too. If it's kind of like slant, or maybe it's slant because of it's on the side, it's just try to go out to reach for the sunlight. Yeah, if you look at pictures of like Kofu show in Japan, when they have growth, they usually have the smaller trees on the side, they all are like this, because they try to go out to reach for the sunlight. Because the main tree is too dense that the sun is not coming down. Okay, now I have 12 in the pot, probably I'll add 1 more and then start to add some little rocks in it. Okay, now I'm set with the trees, and I'm going to add some rocks. Just set it in, and it looks kind of natural. Then that's it. So this is pretty much what you're going to see on this Saikei. The next step is filling up the soil and then the moss. And this place here, you can, even though I'm going to fill with soil, the front, the space, later I can, if I'm going to put this in the show, I can put some sand and then maybe think of like it's a little pond here or a little edge of a lake. Okay. For this one, it's not really good to put a little stream coming up because I don't have a high level rock. Okay, so it will be the one that I told you, the water flowing from behind and then going up and down again.
That's all. Yeah.